So my topic is the American Dream, and I began to realize that my expectations for the American Dream changed throughout the years as I grew older. And it also came to my attention that those living in a different country believe in the American Dream more than the people that actually live in America, and I began to wonder why. And so my question is, why is the American Dream dead? Alright, so as many of you guys know, my family and I came to America when I was 5. It's fine. So yeah, we came to America when I was 5, so that was 13 years ago. And growing up, my parents always told me I just had to work really hard in order to succeed in America. So that's basically what I did when I was little. I got good grades, honor roll student. I listened to my teachers. I did what I had to do in order to try to succeed or whatever. And it started working out until my junior year of high school. I don't know if you guys remember, but in a class we had to start researching what we wanted to do when we grew up as a career. And I wanted to work for the FBI because I really criminal minds. So I wanted to be a detective and stuff. But then I did my research and I figured out that I couldn't because I'm not a U.S. citizen. And that kind of brought me down for a few months or even a year, because it's I've been working so hard in order to achieve the American dream, which for me was to work for the FBI, but I can't just because I'm not a citizen. So then I began to wonder how other people's expectation of the American dream began to change as they grew older. So I interviewed Miguel because even though I kind of look up to him in a way, careers, but I find Miguel to be a really hard worker, and he's really, really smart in my opinion. And so I wanted to know if he believes in the American dream. And by research, well, I didn't research him, but I interviewed him, and it turns out that he actually doesn't believe in the American dream, and he has no motivation whatsoever in the American dream. And that kind of surprised me because he seems like he's the type of person to want to do things in order to achieve something. So I began to wonder why. And then this kid, so this kid, his name is Juan. He goes to Kelly, and I met him a few months ago, and he's one of the people I actually look up to now because he's really, really passionate about actually becoming a professional soccer player, and that's his American dream. But I was when I interviewed him, I found out that he knows that it may not actually become possible because not every soccer player actually makes it professionally. But he's planning on going on to college and actually getting a degree. But the fact that he still wants to work hard enough to become a professional soccer makes me kind of have hope in some people, because he's not stopping from his dream, and he still practices, and he has soccer games, he likes winning, and he's a great kid, a really passionate kid. And then for my research, there was an article, and then they had a survey for Americans to see why they didn't believe in the American dream, and these were some of the reasons why. There was decline in work ethic, personal debt, rules of favoring the wealthy, lack of economic opportunity, economic inequality. So in my paper, I talked about many of the reasons, but I really want to focus on economically wise why people don't believe in the American dream, and it's because minimum wage is really, really low, and it hasn't actually increased in other parts of the country. I know in Chicago it increased, but that's not a lot. And as though as minimum wage stays down here, the student debt goes up here, and the college tuition rises, and then taxes are rising, and so that kind of makes people a little bit not believe in the American dream, just because it's so hard to actually succeed economically. And so that's basically what I did on my research. And so another reason why, oh no, go back. Oh, whatever, you can go. Okay, it doesn't matter. And so, okay, my solution, it starts with the education system. I know it's really broad term, but I believe that if we get students at a young age, from preschool to their senior year in high school, if we start giving them the right education, quality education for everyone, then it would be easier for them to actually go off to college and actually want to succeed in life and actually get a good job that could then lead to more money. And but with that, I feel we also have to start lowering the college tuition because it's really, really expensive. And I feel like that also doesn't motivate students enough to actually want to go to college and actually want to go get an actual career. And so that's basically what I thought. But I was just wondering, like, what are your American dreams? Stefania.
So I want to be part of the FBI, but it's like really hard. Maybe like fit. You just need to be like a well-rounded person. But I feel like these have like so many standards that I'm just gonna like be really hard to get to. But that's my American.
What about you, Dennis? I'll get to you. You're not sure. All right, listen.
My American dream is to not be in debt. But I feel like after college, like that's why I was like debating at first, like whether or not I should just go to community college, like Moraine Valley, for 2 years. Because like even though I worked so hard to go to a 4-year college, and I'm going to a good college, it's like I'm gonna be in a lot of debt, and like I know you can pay for that, but I only got unsubsidized loans, so I have like all this extra interest to pay off too. So I'm like, part of the time I'm like, what's the point in going if I'm just gonna end up below where I started at?
Come on.
Oh, well, I don't know. My American dream was to have my own late night show, like Jimmy Fallon, because there's someone I look up to. And I don't know. I'll see what happens.
Yeah. So basically, from my research and my interviews, I kind of learned that we need to motivate people more to actually have an American dream and actually like want to achieve it. Like I know it's really hard because we live in America and things aren't so easy, but we have to like keep striving for what we want in order to become a better country. And maybe that's the way we can make America great again and not like, you know, Trump's great. That's basically all. Yeah.